I've noticed that about you, and obviously through your can I call it the alter ego on
Yes.
Instagram?
Right.
Yeah, Mekhala Mama.
Yes.
That is something I want to discuss, and just talk about, because I found that so interesting when I start following your page. The main motive behind that, can you just tell us like what you're trying to achieve with this Mekhala Mama?
Okay. Mekhala Mama is actually. Okay. No, Mekhala Mama actually began like an academic project.
Oh.
I've always liked mekhlas. My mother was a champion weaver in her youth, and she had to choose between continuing that or studying. Because there were only that many hours of daylight, and they didn't have electricity, etc. So, and of course, she chose to study. But she's always carried that passion for textiles, and I think for clothes and fashion. And I think that's something most Naga women and men have in common. We really have this love for fashion and
True.
appearance. But as I grew up, I realized that this is something I want to take more seriously. So from around the age of 19, I started wearing mekhlas to church on a regular basis. And then, of course, when I came to Kohima, I was actually posted in Futsero first.
Okay.
And so when I was reposted to Kohima, I had this opportunity to live and work in the same place. And so I thought, okay, here's my chance. Let me wear my mekhlas, because I had quite a nice collection and I'd got quite a few from my mother. And I wore this to work, and I found the reactions very interesting, from I think one or two colleagues literally just being so entertained by my appearance that they giggled. And then, of course, a very senior colleague who took me aside and gave me kind of like a lecture and said, you're too young to be wearing these type of things. You need to spend your youth wearing whatever you want, and then, buri hoile, you can wear your mekhla. And I found these reactions very, very curious. Because when you think about it, we're Nagas. This is our dress.
Right.
And these clothes that we wear now, these are not, these are from somewhere else.
Right.
How is it possible that joining a Naga body with a Naga cloth can be such a conspicuous thing,
Right.
And so I thought, chalo, since I'm already wearing Naga clothes, and Instagram was this new thing that my sister was telling me about, I said, let me just try. I will take a photo of myself every day, before or after I go to work. I'll post it. I'll write about the mekhla that I'm wearing or the shawl that I'm wearing, and let's see what kind of conversations I can get started. And that's how it started.
I mean, it's a very unique thing, and for those that don't know, it has like a massive following. We're gonna plug this. We're gonna put your account up, but it has a massive following, right? So as the movement, I guess, it grew bigger and bigger. What are your ambitions with this? What are you trying to get done with this?
This was actually, as they say, a very nerdy venture.
Right.
And I found it very interesting that some of my students told me, "Ma'am, you're trending." And that's when I, learned of this word, and I thought, wow, trending, what is this? And then slowly people started following. I think what is interesting about this account is I've been able to challenge people, especially Naga women, and especially Naga women like myself, who are educated, who are earning, who may have a little bit of disposable income to spend on, our appearance, etc. I've been able to challenge women like me to rethink how we dress ourselves, because with us, we're so obsessed with fashion, but that fashion is limited to a certain kind of, Western ideal.
Yeah, right.
And what I try to do in my account is to inject our Naga textiles into these fashion statements. So I'm not saying only dress like you're in costume. I'm not saying completely take on only our textiles.
Right.
We need to be practical. But is it possible for us to use our textiles in a fashionable, modern way and still function do the things that we do,
Right.
you know. And that's something that I think has resonated with many women, not just Naga women, but women all over, because now I have non-Naga women wearing mekhlas, you know, sending me photos, asking
Right.
me where can we get more mekhlas, and so it's been really great.
Yeah, I love what you're doing, and I love the fact that you're always like promoting other Nagas, like the earring makers or whoever they may be.
Yes, this is also, these are all.
You can give a shout out. Who is it done by?
This is by Gutach, and this is made for me by Keds Krome.
Okay.
Yes.